You believe you refuted that line. All right, Nose All. Do you actually want to challenge me? Where's Nose All? With the big talk. The big talk. Nose All has the refutation. He's refuted the magic line. Oh, casual. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You got the refutation. Let's make it rated. Take my points. If you've refuted the magic line, which is probably very believable, take my points. You deserve them. Let's go. Make it rated. Make it rated. The world needs to see these. Needs to see the refutation. The whole reputation of an entire line is on. Oh, and he switched it up to 6 minutes. Needs a little bit more time. Oh, okay. He needs a little bit more time to figure it out. Okay. All right. All right. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. You know, if you got it, you got it. If you know the refutation, I don't know why it's going to take you 6 minutes, but we'll see what you got. This could be a fun game. So Nose All has done some sort of prep here against the magic line. And we'll see. Playing it against humans is quite a bit different than playing it against stockfish. But let's see what he's got. All right. Queen h4, all theory. Queen f6, theory. Here there's a lot of choices. f3, castles, bishop f3, maybe some other stuff, maybe f4. Maybe there's a lot of moves here. Let's see what he's got it. Okay, he was expecting all of this. So here we go. h4, takes. Oh, takes. You're not supposed to take. That's not how it's supposed to go, buddy. That's not the move. Oh, I got plenty of time, so I guess we ought to take the time. Ah, okay. This is interesting. So a lot of times in these positions, the answer is rook takes h2. So I'm assuming it's probably the answer. But he has defended this square. I guess, what are the other options? Just pushing? Threatening to go here? This is the end of his prep. Okay. So here's the end of his prep. So this is possible where I can take and try to go here. But this was the prep. This is where he thinks he can make something happen. Yeah, a lot of good looking moves. But I'm going to take. And yeah, if we get this trade, I know he's going to kind of be able to defend against it. But I'm hoping to, basically against anything, play queen to h4. Lining up with the king is going to be kind of my big plan. So that I can try to get these rooks off first, or I can try to just get this traded. And at some point, I expect this d file to open right up. Not really worried. This bishop, he's just, forget about him. He's a goner. Don't even look at that guy. He's a goner. He's like a stone, though. He's holding it down. But we will need to come up with the best reply. So we threaten here, here, here. Maybe this is a threat. Takes check, and we're taking the queen, promoting. This might be playable. So imagine here, check. He might just run, though. He might just run, giving us some time to hopefully try to bring a rook to the d file. Yeah, this could get a lot of interesting ideas here for sure. And it's very possible something like this is good for white, but it's also possible to swindle people here. We know one thing for a fact, though. Stockfish will very much like white position for most of this game. Okay, so he has decided to grab. So can I just play here? This is my idea. I expect him to go back. Oh, he's not gone back. If he doesn't go back, I can still play here. Also, I can take this, because if bishop takes check, also an interesting idea. So I guess I'm going to grab this. I don't know. I'm also this also might be the best move. Not really sure. Oh, no. Actually, I'm pretty dumb, aren't I? Oh, no. We'll see. Ah, but if this guy comes here, then my queen comes in. Wait a minute. Am I dumb or genius? Let's find out. Because here there's this check. Let's give it a go. Queen can't block. So your options are to go back, or to go back, or to go up. Be a man. We'll see. We'll see what knows all comes up with. But I've quite possibly bishop takes g4 was quite possibly a large mess up. No way white survives. White's likely winning. But yeah, surviving. I don't know. I'd flip a coin. I think this one's about 50-50. This also works better in, of course, in 3-minute chess. So I have this check. Let's try to be clever. Takes. Is this clever? Takes here. Is this clever or dumb? This is either the most brilliant thing I've ever come up with or the dumbest. If it does work, then I've literally sacrificed everything for this attack to be successful. But it looks like on any capture, I take the rook and play rook to h1. There's still an issue of maybe I'm not queening in time though. I don't know. Well, here, maybe here. Okay, so here, somewhere. Oh, but then I check, and wherever you go, I have a check. Does this work? I'm having some doubts. I can throw this in if I think it helps, but I don't think it does. I think that helps him, or he can block with a knight. So I guess I take here, and I play here. And this is going to be a major moment of truth coming right up. Oh, maybe he doesn't take. Maybe he's going to do something crazy. But he's pinned. Here. Let's review. Let's rewind the tape. What does he play in that position? All I can see is like here. But I take with check, and wherever the king goes, I give a check and I promote. Then it's a queen. It's another one of these queen versus two minors in a rook situation. But usually when the king is on the run, it kind of works out. It's like balanced in like a weird dynamic. Nobody can actually play it, but it somehow works kind of way. If king to c2, looks like I can take, and then I promote. I've been playing chess for over 10 years now. I started when I was 21 years old. I started in college. And when I first started, I was doing like 12 hours a day of studying chess and trying really hard. And now I'm playing Magic Lines in the Stafford against the good viewers on Twitch. Okay, so we're going to see what the conclusion of this line is. Has white actually found something here? Or am I able to sacrifice all of my pieces? Feels like it's working for me. He's up 13 points of material right now. My opponent is up 13 points. I have run out of stuff. I got my one last rook, and I might even sacrifice my rook soon. It's very possible that if I get to take this queen, I'm sacking the rook. Literally every single piece. I have no more pieces. He's plus 18 right now. He's plus 18. So I do get to make a queen. I will need to get a little bit more for my investment. But yeah, he's up a pawn. Rook, bishop, knight for a queen and pawn. And a pawn is hanging. So it looks like I'm just going to be taking some of these pawns, huh? I guess we're just going to take some of these guys, and we're going to have these two passers. And I guess we're just going to grab another pawn. We're looking at some of the checks, seeing if there's anything annoying. I like where the king is, because the king still needs to go somewhere. C pawn is hanging. All the pawns are suddenly hanging. Check just to make him do something awkward. Let's make him block with something. Just to kind of throw something in his way. Maybe we'll take this C pawn. Maybe we'll push. Probably just grab this C pawn will be the easiest. But yeah, I'm This game is pretty cool because it's literally everything was sacrificed. Could not have given him any more. And now, can we keep pestering? Going back, but then there's no check. Oh, there's no check. So I can... Oh, he didn't let me play it. My idea was to here play queen to g1 because there's no check, so I don't have to worry about discoveries. I guess he's going to have to play a move like this. But in any case, this actually probably now suddenly is winning for me. So good game. Knows all. Saying hello, YouTube. Because maybe this one will make it. Let's take a deep dive. Let's look at this with an engine because I think this one was actually... This was crazy. So his invention... or at least this is what he prepped, and it's probably good. You know, if your opponent if playing something like the magic line, you want to come up with something a little bit different. And he came up with f takes g4, which by all accounts looks like a perfectly reasonable move. But I knew this was pretty dangerous. I've had people try I've seen this position before, possibly in the database, and I've lost to it before. So a good choice if you're trying to beat me. I've seen other things, but I think bishop to e3 is probably the best. So this was some pretty good prep. Rook takes h2. Rook has to move away. And let's see where this goes wrong. I'm never moving this guy, okay? I'm never moving this guy. I don't care how much it wants me to. I went right in here, sacrificing the bishop, as I typically do in the magic line. Gave the check. Bishop to f2 is the best attempt here. Let's see. It was like a second ago. What did I think I was going to do? I can't remember what I was going to do. If bishop to f2, but maybe this is the way to continue. But instead, the king went up. Also looks very good, and boom, sacrificed a piece, or so we're gonna call it. I kind of missed that. Maybe there's some good ways of blocking, but even this, it's not super clear. Check. I did say you could be a man. Just man up, play king to d3. I guess that's the only way. This remarkably doesn't work. It looks like supernatural to go back, but that's actually the move that just doesn't quite work. King needs to go up. It's kind of the only way to keep everything protected because I am threatening rook takes d4. Rook takes d4 works. Queen takes g1. Queen takes back rook h1, and suddenly I'm in the driver's seat. Now, maybe you can get out of this unharmed. So this is not the best way of going about it, I guess. So I was kind of wondering about bishop to f3 during the game, but it looks like after here, I give whatever check. You take back with whatever you want. Then I promote. But this is a little bit more complicated because you at least get all these pieces, and they're going to get out. At least the pieces kind of get out, and I'm better, and this thing's hanging. I mean, it's good for me, but maybe it's a good defensive try. Instead, he took right away, and now your pieces kind of get mixed up. Wow, though, it was a really cool game. Thanks for playing and trying out something incredibly dangerous against the line. But that's kind of how these games all go. They're not perfect, they're not pretty, but they are a lot of fun. So this variation, I'm not saying this is good for black. You shouldn't go play it. But if you want to have a little fun, consider the magic line. It leads to insanity and all sorts of tactics. So thank you for the game.